a little larger. Don't pass. Keep your left in front.
Touch.
I mean, you probably really make sure that you don't. There are a couple of mistakes there. Make one mistake, not two.
Touch.
So notice what I did there. 1, 3 on your bottom. Yeah. Good job.
Thanks.
It's a lot better. Feels different.
Yeah.
Good job.
There's a couple of times there where I didn't actually, I felt these fingers, the bottom fingers, but it felt like I wasn't holding on to anything up here.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
So, I mean, you studied letters before, you know that if you can calculate where your fulcrum is, that's where your power is going to be. And it just so happens that this way, the fulcrum is. So with the larger blade, it's not back here, it's up here. So the good to add to that is, the pro and the con. The pro is that it actually helps us maintain grip. The con is that it takes a little bit longer to develop the hand.
Thank you.
See the right hand.
Yeah.
Pretty proud of that. I made this one. I need to get myself a grade right here. That's some of the most fun. If you have a chance to take a turning class in Cransford, take it. The blade might be a little different. I went for really small and lightweight because it's a high carbon steel, so it's not.
It was like a slab kind of.
I don't think we've ever seen it. And it's hard. It's even hard to scratch. So they don't have to be robust. And how many things you strip use the smallest blade and use the lightweight. That's why I'm heavily on the grip, because it's lightweight, super good. And practical. Especially when you're here, because that's just what happens when you have your surface area behind an energy. You do look more force, right? No, but the problem is that the only way to be able to fight with these is if everybody can fight with it. It's in a strange way your swordsmanship can only be exhibited along with somebody else's swordsmanship. And a lot of it has to do with basically it's not much. So there are easier guys. But it's contemporary and stuff because it's small. It's such a superior weapon. People get fixated on this for some reason. Well, in terms of swordsmanship, you have a better chance.
Oh God. Touch.
But they're fun. Especially because you will meet people that want to have small for a long time now.
Yes.
But they have before. So they're small swords. So what they do is they rush you and grab you. It's actually a lot like rapier fights at the SDA. So all you do is why it's so important that everything we do is keep the point in front of us and use our body mechanics in such a way that we don't cross must that sin make dangerous? Ever prone to open too wide or pulling back? I would say this thing that people do. You should just keep your lips about it.
I feel like it would be kind of interesting if somebody came forward to, in turn, just use your offhand to grab their offhand and stab them. Just like
That would only work if they were looking.
because it would be.
Because what's your offhand? So if you've got a sword in your right, so it's just going to come with his offhand and do what? How am I going to get to his offhand?
Yeah, he's going to go for it.
But if I'm left-handed and he comes with his left hand forward, I've been watching some of the old Fry and Laurie shows. There's this episode where Fry plays a policeman and Laurie's some guy coming in on his car. Fry asks him, "What's your name?" And he says, he holds up a battery and he goes, "My name is John," and he drops the battery. And so they go through that thing and "What's your address?" And he goes, "My address is 27.
That's a great one.
But in a way, the idea of being in control of the point on your blade is to prevent people from doing the very things that these alleged fencers and swordsmen are doing away with. The whole idea, if your blade's not in front of them and they're capable of entering the measures and the core of the that's a big problem. I mean, what other purpose does the sword serve? It's not only time to grab it.
This sword would become obsolete.
Yeah, if I'm letting you live at a distance, we're not supposed to fight alone, which has been a point I've tried to make for years and years. There's a time in which the decision of what you do with your sword in your body is completely contradictory to using the sword with your body. So we want to avoid it, really. And it's hard because when we do things like we examine the process of developing offhand actions. One of the aspects that Steve referred to that, as you're trying to fulfill in combat, is how not to overuse the sword systems. Making patience for the moment when it makes sense can be most important.
For a brief period of time, I did a little small sword.
Yeah, really, personally, I don't like fighting with both my hands. I don't mind it. I don't even want to teach. It would be useful for us to practice fighting with hands. But it follows the same principle. Whether the guy says something or nothing is off, the idea is the same. The solution is the same. Keep the point in front. Which, if I don't allow you to travel the distance, you can't use either. And if traveling the distance is a problem for you, you have to decide which weapon you're going to deploy. What a lot of people try to do is to find a sequence of compound actions so that they can use both. It's really hard to do, and often, again, not really, it's very difficult. If I can maintain my point, the assumption is that you can lead with one, regroup with the other, and kind of continue to come through. What happens if I escape? What happens if your control is weak? What happens if it's wrong? What happens if I just get out? What if the tempo changes? What if you don't notice the measurements?
Touch. That's terrible.
But they're
Attentive period.
But I really like to do is go places like the Achilleus J and show up with the crappiest sword before it's just be. It's like that kind of, I don't know if you remember what I had. I So I had enough of the plastic brick left over that I wrapped it in hemp twine and glued it all down. So it was this kind of disheveled, and you might look at it, she said, it's very interesting. Oh yeah, it was very interesting.
Everything is
What? Oh yeah.
I think the only thing you want is underwear.
Oh, so that kind of thing. I think it's interesting about everybody wearing all that.
Everything had to be white, and it had to be pocket so you had a cowboy.
I was wearing your jacket, John's knickers.
I don't know what shoes you weren't your shoes.
Oh,
What they were?
they didn't care for me.
They got it.
I don't know, I got one. With a jacket.